Okay. Alright, looks like we're live now. Welcome to this Battletech career mode Let's Play. We're on Heretitus. We just cleaned out all of the contracts here after taking on the Still Beast flashpoint. And now we are left working out where we're going to go next. Now, there is this Braying of Hounds flashpoint. Now, I don't think this is necessarily the optimal score choice, the optimal career score choice, because I'll be travelling through a lot of planets that I've already travelled through before, and it probably makes more sense for me to go somewhere in the Free Worlds League, pick up some high-scale contracts, and then drop down. Maybe even head up here. That's 31 days. As a former Star League presence here, we'd have a pretty good discount in the shop. And then maybe I drop down here. I also feel like it's pretty difficult to minimize your travel days, isn't it? That might be better. I've not been here. It's a 4.5 scale world battlefield. Lots of active factions. And then we probably go to the flashpoint from here. This is 21 days travel, so we would exactly get through. We would exactly be on a payday. So I think we're probably doing that. Trying to do some high-paying contracts here, and then go from there to here. Work a route up into the Free Worlds League, work our way across, and then down. And then we've got to start going through the Magistracy of Canopus, and then work our way along the bottom of the area. Hopefully that Red Hunt flashpoint will still be going, and then up through Taurian space. So whilst I would really like to do this one next, I think we have to do this just to hit a few more systems, get these big contracts whilst we're over here, and then do the flashpoint next. So let's give that a go. Calthrain. $120,000. And let's see what awaits us in the depths of space.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
So I think that's our upgrade done. That's the Argo done. Yep. Maxed out. And yep, there's our Argo completion bonus. Still veteran. Got to work on getting up to legendary. We've got a reasonable amount of time left on the clock though. Don't have to spend any more money on Argo upgrades either, so that's cool. Got a lot of mechs coming back into service. If you're watching the stream, don't be shy, feel free to say hi in chat. Are we going to get any events pop before we land? That is the question. I guess not everything's going to wrap up at about the same time.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Fine, so no need to boost morale. We can keep things on normal.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
What have they got in the shop? So there's a former... I thought there was a former Star League presence here. Maybe there wasn't. Plus 10 damage, medium laser, 81,000. Thank you.
New weapon systems available.
And plus damage, SRM4, also pretty useful.
New weapon systems available.
Don't really use LRM10s. And we can buy like an entire quick draw if we want, but we don't need to. We have one of those. We're maxed out on mech warriors. I was just looking to see if there are any Kickstarter mechs. Let's have a Kickstarter mech warriors rather. Alright, so we can take a few of these. So that's versus Merrick. That's versus Capellan. That's versus Pirate. And that's Pro Pirate. So I want to do this one first because otherwise I might lose the rep to be able to do this. Oh, we're pretty high up in liked actually. We'd have to lose a lot of rep to not be able to do that, but I think it makes sense to do this one first. It's a Force Gold as well. And then we do this Lyran one, this Lyran one, which is versus Merrick as well. And then we attempt to boost our Merrick rep all the way back up on this one. Alright, so what's this? This is a battle, it's in a desert environment. They're offering a lot of salvage, and it's 4 skull. Okay, let's give it a whirl. So we're taking a 10 rep hit. And we can get 6 parts. Are we going to see assault mechs? 4 parts is pretty good. I mean, 6 parts is better. We're okay for money. Let's hope we're going to get a lot of assault mech pieces. Okay, time to assemble the dream team. So we've got the Command Cyclops, the LRM Atlas. I've goofed. I should have put a resolve boosting thing in that. And the Atlases. So, and we need our A team in terms of pilots. So, Arbiter, let's see. We'll get you in that one. Hacker with Master Tactician. We've got Popo as well with multi-target. I think the damage mitigation is more useful than multi-target in a flat-out battle. So we'll stick with Falcon and the LRM Atlas. We'll get Hacker. Hacker and the Cyclops. And Noble, who's an ace pilot. We'll get her in the Atlas. So we've got reliable headshotting across the board. We've got scary mechs across the board as well. Let's give it a go. So heat management's going to be an issue. Okay, we've been offering our good friends, the Free Worlds League, the opportunity to buy an insurance policy on their mechs. I mean, they're big, complicated pieces of machinery, right? And hardly anyone knows how to fix them. So we're offering to insure them just in case something accidental happens to them. Would you believe they said no thanks? It was a really good offer. We wanted to show them just how good. We'd like you to cause something accidental to happen to their mechs. Why the subterfuge? Why not just come out and say, we want you to blow up a Marek Lance? I don't understand pirates at all.
Command interface.
You never did have a sense of humour, Darius. Okay, target Lance is somewhere in this vicinity. Okay, movement over there. Could be our boys. Yep, once you hit them, keep your eyes open for reinforcements.
Brown as far as the eye can see.
Okay. So we've got this massive raised area. Not a huge amount of cover. Reinforcements, if they are coming, I think tend to come from over here on this map. And we've got zero cover if we engage around that way. So mineral field there, there's some cover there. So every other time I've fought on this, I've had loads of people with jump jets. I've got no jump jets. So I think my plan is probably run up this ramp, get up here, I'll use this for cover to take on these guys, and hope that we're shielded from most stuff by this, and we'll see what happens. So, let's move out.
I'm walking here. Confirmed.
Okay, so we can get into this mineral field.
Affirmative.
And we've got our first enemy contact.
Onward. Location confirmed.
Right, what have we got on the sensors? Only 70 ton. Let's reserve.
Waiting for the right move.
We'll see if they start reserving. They tend to reserve when you're running ECM, but only when, like, it would be relevant if they're in line of sight or could get line of sight. So being this far away, I think they're just going to walk up. Sprinting into the mineral field, that's pretty sensible. Is that 60? Ah, no assault mechs, going for salvage. Looking like a waste. So you're furthest back.
I await your command.
If you're sprinting, you can get to around here.
Yes, boss.
Hackers and the Cyclops. That gets that ECM bubble quite close to them, doesn't it? Let's make sure we're shielded here
Yes,
by the
I'm
terrain. Do we want a sensor lock? I guess there's no harm in sensor locking at this stage.
there. I've got a sensor lock.
We got ourselves a grasshopper.
Standing by. Hauling ass.
Yeah, they've got nothing going in phase 1. It's all heavy mechs.
I'm your spaniel. Got it, Commander.
Is that a dragon? Yeah. Well, it's not feeling very much like a full skull at the moment.
Standing
I'm
by.
guessing there must be reinforcements. Let's make sure we stay out of the crystals. We don't want to hurt our accuracy.
On my way.
We've got a couple of LRM-20s. plenty of ammo. We're not going to build up any heat just firing LRMs. No point in wasting any resolve.
Roger that.
Let's sandpaper them a bit, see what happens.
They got a lock on me.
Okay. Got a lock on us back here. So, that being the
It
case,
will be done.
we do have bulwark. We should probably vigilance. There is cover back here. We've lost our sensor lock, so we would have vision. If we were here, what could we do against that dragon? 40%. And if we're over here, 45s. Not much better. Let's take the benefit of being in a mineral field then, and we can... It's not really worth it, is it? Sensor locking them, also not amazingly productive. Let's just mitigate the damage that's coming in. If 8 heavy mechs are going to start lobbing in fire, we need to be ready.
Waiting for the shot.
Okay, so
How's it going?
hacker I can move without losing stealth. I do have to be careful because that grasshopper can run in and lose me my stealth charge. Let's see what they do.
Waiting to pounce.
They're going to need to use a lot of sensor locks, or just tee off with indirect LRM fire on Falcon to do anything. They're not reserving. Okay, yep, running in.
Reporting minor damage.
Okay, nothing too scary so far. Let's see, what can we do about this grasshopper?
Waiting for orders.
Arbiter's got the AC-10s, and Noble's got the Gauss. Can punch from the side, I think. We punch for 140. Probably unsteady them. And that's not going to be enough to punch off any section. But it is going to put a decent hole in that armour. And then we exploit it. Alternatively, we move into cover and we fire an alpha strike with precision strike. Into the rear. That seems like a better move. The Gauss rifle's only 30% to hit from there because we get in the minimum range. What about Arbiter?
I'm here.
Yeah, that looks better. Okay, we'll do that with Arbiter then.
I'm going.
So push up out of the ECM field, precision strike.
Firing all weapons.
Tango down.
Neck destroyed.
Okay. They don't have anyone going, so If they do have reinforcements, they're not on the map at the moment. That was 25% of the enemy patrol. I'm only seeing 2 of them on sensors at the moment.
Receiving you.
So Hacker and the Cyclops, let's move up. Here we've re-established our stealth charges. That gets everyone. Yeah, I think if we're here, we're just a little bit closer to moving to cover next turn. Pretty good numbers to hit with everything. We spike the heat, so next turn we move and brace, I think.
Alpha strike.
Commander?
We've got Noble here. We can push up
On
into
the
cover. And we can give them an alpha strike as well.
Target locked.
Did you need half your mech?
Scored a critical hit. Come on, people, let's make it happen!
Okay, so Falcon in that LRM Atlas, let's reserve. Okay, and there's sensor locking Hacker.
Let's do this.
So Hacker, we definitely need to move up into cover. It's a Black Knight.
Consider me there.
And brace.
I'm picking up a new
Okay,
sensor trace.
there's the enemy
Looks like
reinforcements.
enemy reinforcements.
From somewhere over there. Okay, we felt that was going to happen.
Ready for order.
Okay, so Falcon. I actually think I prefer you to be
Acknowledge.
out of sight down here. This should concentrate a fair bit of firepower into that centre torso. Three structure left. Just needed one more LRM to get in there.
Sensors.
Okay. So they're stray shotting us a little bit there.
Systems holding.
We are a bit lined up, which doesn't help. Okay, so that Black Knight is entrenched and does have 20% damage reduction, so we don't kill you if you move. We don't kill you at the moment if we headshot.
I live to serve.
I can push Arbiter here, I think.
Moving to position.
If we're in cover, we can just take this dragon out. Just firing the AC-10s. What's their heat? 12, right? Oh, plus 10 because we've got the heat exchanger. Same as the medium lasers. Everything's plus 10 heat. Let's save the ammo then. Bleed off a little bit of heat. Cold shot that center torso.
Tango down.
Easy enough. So we've got Noble on this Atlas. We're still waiting on that Black Knight to do something.
Roger that.
That was definitely something. Though Arbiter can take it in the Atlas. Okay, they've got no damage mitigation now,
Awaiting orders.
so time for Noble to strike.
Roger that.
Off with their head. Okay, off with their side. Doesn't have quite the same
Target's
ring to
taking a
it,
critical hit. Hot damn, let's do this.
but we have... well, okay, 75 ton again,
They got a
no
sensor
assault
lock
mechs.
on me.
Guess we've got to be doing 4.5 and 5 scale missions for assault mechs. Okay, they're going for
I'm ready.
Falcon. Have we got the resolve? Let's vigilance. And if we move, we don't get any direct fire. It might be worth starting to work our way around. We're sense locked, we don't have to worry about being in the bubble.
I'm your spaniel.
Let's begin to move around, and that's going to unsteady them. They have taken a head hit, and the side torso. Oh, they took it all in one attack, didn't they? So that would only be one pilot injury on them. And we can reserve with Hacker, see what
Holding
happens.
for the right opportunity.
Okay. Oh, there's their Vanguard. It's an Orion. I don't know why, but Orions seem to take a disproportionate number of accurate shots to the head when you do called shots on them. They've got damage reduction though, so that wouldn't take them out. Okay.
Orders?
So we're shooting in from the front. Big heat spike. We don't cave the head in, but we do
Reporting
blow off an
critical hit.
arm, get a head hit, and knock down for a pilot injury. And they're on 55 there, and we've got ace pilot, so we can even move after that if we want to. I think we're fine where we are. Well, they might have lost vision on us, and they haven't sensor locked anyone, so that's handy.
Yes,
Hacker in the Cyclops, and we don't need to shoot everything by any means. We just need to land 3 medium lasers, and we can use the SRMs as insurance if that doesn't work.
Roger that. Target confirmed. One less target.
One fewer target, Hacker. No one has proper grammar in 3025.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we're holding up a bit of heat, aren't we? Maybe I'm going to brace, and we're going to wait for that Orion to come a little bit closer.
No retreat.
Okay, they're going the long way around,
I've been sensor locked.
doing some sensor lock-in.
I'll be right here if you need me.
We can take
Damage is minor, Commander.
that sort of small quantity of LRM fire all day, not worry. So they moved in, they've left cover. And that's a lot of missiles. Taking a bit of damage. They've got no damage reduction now, so
Awaiting orders.
Noble from here. And we got to move a little bit. Off with their head.
Taking the shot.
Okay. So I was expecting the Gauss rifles to do
Tango
the job,
down.
but instead it was the medium lasers and a couple of SRM hits. Okay, that's a few more LRMs. That's getting a little
Systems holding.
more concerning. Right. So we can return fire, and then we've got to start working our way round to where we can actually get line of sight on these guys. Like, we're not going to have good vision from down here, are we? We could go up the top of here and we just won't be able to see over this. We've got to come round to them. And we've got NAFL cover.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so we're just going to move
I'm going.
and brace. Yeah, not much hitting us there. It's coming in from the right side as well, which is our better side at the moment.
Commander,
Falcon.
standing by.
We do have Hacker, so we can move Hacker here. And we will be able to sensor lock someone.
Copy that. Got a lock.
Okay, got a Black Knight over there. No LRMs on them.
I'm receiving you. I'm walking here. Firing on target.
Okay,
Hot damn,
well,
let's do
that's
this.
softening them up a little bit.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Okay, so that's on Noble. Noble's in cover, so I'm okay with that. And we've got
Good to go.
Hacker in this LRM Atlas. Let's keep walking.
On the move. Sensors locked on.
We've got a 50-tonner back there. That's probably a trebuchet. Yeah, it's lobbing 30 LRMs at me. It's a trebuchet.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Alright.
Standing by.
So Falcon, yep, let's keep pushing forwards. And we'll fire
the
more
shot.
LRMs back at them. And that feels like a catapult. Fortunately, we have like tons and tons and tons of this armor. Okay, Arbiter, let's get you to sprint. You know, our plan might be just to run them out of
Yes,
LRMs.
Commander.
And over, let's do the same thing with you. Let's get you sprinting. I don't think
Go
anyone
into
else
full
is
throttle.
shooting you this turn. Though we probably should have used some resolve to bring vigilance on. Okay, yep, they're running
Got a
away.
sensor lock on me.
But they've gone on Falcon,
I live to serve.
so
Commander.
if I want to fire some LRMs this turn, though, I've got to go with Hacker first.
Waiting for orders. On my way. I've got a sensor lock.
Great, he's already unsteady, so he's going down this turn. We are going to eat one volley of LRMs. We'll be able to clear the stability damage with vigilance after this. He's fine, just look at that monster. Alright.
Ready for orders.
So with vigilance, we'll keep moving.
Roger that.
And we'll send another 40 LRMs over the horizon. And knock them over.
Solid connection on that one.
Alright, over to them. More LRMs.
Damage is light.
Okay.
I'm receiving you.
Yeah, we still can't get there. We can sprint into cover though. Let's do that.
Hauling ass.
Oh, they got a breaching shot coming in.
Commander? Wilco?
Alright, next turn we're going to get stuck in. So we've got Falcon going first. We actually have line of sight on that Blackjack, so we don't need to sensor lock.
Yes, Commander.
But we are still walking without the benefit of cover, so let's vigilance. Because we have taken a not inconsiderable pounding from
Locking
LRMs. Great, so we've made that Black Knight considerably
Reporting critical
worse.
hit.
Okay, and the trebuchet is moving into line of sight, which I think is going to prove to be a fatal mistake for them. Hacker and the Cyclops.
Yes, Commander.
Let's push up. And let's sensor lock that trebuchet. That Black Knight's legging it. We'll get him next time.
Orders?
So Arbiter from here. We've got pretty good shots on that trebuchet. Let's take
On the
him.
way.
Don't have great odds to hit. They're braced as well, aren't they? So they are going to get some damage reduction. Let's just try and blow off their side. Oh, we've got a head hit in there as well as a side torso injury.
Solid connection on that one.
And they're looking not especially healthy. And we've got enough resolve
Standing
left
by.
for you to walk up round here. Vigilance. Just mitigate the risk of taking a headshot.
Roger that.
Oof, left with 4 on that centre torso. It was a bit painful having one of the Gauss rifles miss. .75 tonner. And we're cloaked again. So there's got to be a catapult that I can't see as well, or something with 2 LRM-15s. By the way, if you're watching the stream and you want to say hi in chat, feel free.
I'm receiving you.
Yeah, so Falcon, we can move up. They're not sensor locking anyone, are they? You're a striker, you won't have sensor lock. You didn't sensor lock when you had the opportunity. The Black Knight has been sensor locking. This is its undamaged side. Let's kill that trebuchet.
Target acquired.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
I probably could have saved myself 20
One less
LRM
target.
rounds there. Don't think it's going to wind up being important though.
They got a lock on me.
Okay.
Aye, aye.
So Noble, we can keep pushing in. We can get line of sight on that one back there. This Black Knight's already gone. Let's do
On
that.
my way.
And it's an Orion. They're guarded and entrenched. So we're unlikely to take them out in one volley. Let's use the resolve for vigilance then, as we're right in front of them. And we'll just give this Black Knight the full alpha.
We'll go.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Hostile removed.
Waiting
And
for
then
order.
we've got Hacker in the Cyclops.
On the move.
There's that 65 tonner. Still doing okay.
I'm ready.
No, that Orion hasn't gone yet, has it? Let's reserve. If it
Roger
walks
that,
up and
standing by.
shoots, it'll have no damage reduction. Yep, that was a fair chunk of damage. But we can sustain that with the armour we've got.
Ready for orders.
We do have enough resolve. Ah, we've only got 2 things in range though. No damage reduction, you never know, we might get lucky.
Acknowledged.
Off with his head. There we go.
Enemy down.
We haven't scored a headshot with the
retreat.
big guns or missions, so we were due one. So that leaves 2 mechs, right? Oh, that is that Trebuchet? Oh man, the Trebuchet's dead, but it's not showing up as dead. At least it's telling me I've killed 75% of the reinforcements, though. So even though it's not getting a go, that's all right. Okay, so we need
Commander.
Hacker in the Cyclops to go first.
Roger that.
Let's sensor lock
Sensors locked on.
that catapult. And
I'm
Falcon, just get you here. Are we shooting in? No, we're shooting in from the
Move
front.
order received.
That's fine. So we've got another 4 rounds of LRM fire. See if we can concentrate them
Locked and loaded.
and blowing off an
Here it
arm.
comes.
Reserve with the
Waiting for the
rest.
right
See what they do. They've got no one sensor locking for them, so they're not going to do very little.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Standing by.
Cool, so let's push up. We've got the heat for another full alpha.
Copy that.
They have pretty decent damage mitigation, but we are going to
I'm
get
here.
through eventually.
Moving to position. Target acquired. Oh,
Hot damn, let's do this.
Okay, so we got Hacker
Good
in
to
the
go.
Cyclops. We can get him to cover here. We've got the heat burden for a full alpha strike. Let's use it. They're almost done.
Orders?
Let's
Engaging.
get that center torso.
That's a kill.
Job done. Okay, I'm guessing that insurance policy looks a lot more attractive now.
Mission successful.
Well, that was pretty disappointing for us. I mean, okay, the good news, no pilot injuries, no mech internal structure damage, but we went high salvage hoping for assault mechs in the Op 4, and there were no assault mechs in the Op 4. So yeah, decent amount of experience on the pilots, no damage, everyone got a kill. I could build another Black Knight, I guess. And another Orion. Okay, I mean they're good LRM-15s. And they're good medium lasers. That's a lot of heat sinks. And there's an okay rangefinder, but I'm okay for rangefinders. Alright, so 6 damage, and then 15 means they do 90. That's pretty punishing. And 35 damage medium lasers are surprisingly good for headhunting if you get them on something that can fire 8 of them, like a Black Knight. Let's finish that Black Knight. And I mean, we may as well grab an Orion part because we might roll 2 Orion parts. No, we got some other parts. That's fine. Right.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Okay, so we've got our new Black Knight that can go in storage because we've already got several in service. And I reckon I've got time to run out on one more contract. This is a recovery. So let's go max salvage. Let's go max salvage here. Not pay max salvage. And we just kill everything. And we're going to lose 11 rep. And yeah, losing 11 rep is all I can do. It's 4.5 skull. Hopefully we are going to get an assault mech on this. We can run out with the same dream team. We're probably not that close to leveling up any pilots, so I'll run out one more time and then we can check for experience afterwards. So we lose all of our Marek rep, and then we've got to generate it again with other missions. Okay, standard grab something and don't look at it.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, One research facility will be recovering Larian operatives carrying biological sample cases, and they're ready for extraction. Pick them up, get to the evac point. So there is a single
Try not to fall
recovery
down.
site.
Don't want sand and dust clogging your joints.
Oh no, there is a secondary facility. Let's see, we can come up round here, and then we'll come at that facility from cover. Let's do the secondary one first then, and get up here.
Roger that.
I'm going. Onward. On my way.
Wilco?
Ready for orders. Moving to position. Yes, boss.
This hacker and the Cyclops can get a little ahead.
Moving to position. Rolling.
So hopefully we'll pick people up on sensors when we get here. We can always push forward into that cover if we need to later on. So Noble can get into cover with this sprint.
Affirmative.
There's our contact. 65 ton. Where are the assault mechs?
Yes, Commander.
Bring me your assault mechs.
On my way.
I need their parts.
Acknowledged. On the move.
So they're a long way away, but they could still chuck LRMs at us from that direction. I've got to watch my facing. Alright, Jaeger mech, I can deal with that. Yeah, we'll have plenty of cover when we're marching up that way. Okay,
I'm your
so
spaniel.
Falcons in the LRM,
Commander.
Hackers in the Cyclops. Let's have you up first.
Move order received.
There's got to be other people around, right? Save the heat on those, they're not likely to hit. In fact, maybe save the heat altogether and just sensor lock them.
Sensors locked on.
Okay, so something was happening in phase 1 there. So either they reserved or there is actually
Awaiting orders.
a genuine assault mech out there
Move
somewhere.
order confirmed.
Or it might be a vehicle, I suppose. Being pessimistic. Anyhow, let's try and make this Jaeger mech go away. Didn't crit the ammo. So a couple large lasers and a fair number of LRMs. What's
Light
that?
damage. Holding firm.
Oh, it's the awesome 8T, isn't it? Okay, that's great. There's my assault mech. We wanted something to
I
harvest,
live to serve.
and we have it.
I'm walking here.
Alright, so the medium lasers... The main thing is I want the LRMs to get in there and crit that center tool, so let's keep the heat down. Oh, it's still standing.
The Cobra strikes.
Okay,
Taking minimal damage.
and we've
Hey,
got
wait your
Arbiter at the
command.
back here.
I'm your spaniel.
We're pretty bunched up. Can control the heat like this.
Target acquired.
Okay, just not enough stuff hitting that center
Take
torso.
that.
And even when stuff has landed, it's not critted the ammo.
Got a sensor trace.
Alright, there's something back there. 65 tonner.
Good to go.
So Hacker in this Cyclops. Let's move you over this way.
Yes, I'm there.
We're in cover. That should do.
Copy that.
So that's going to
God
generate
damn,
us
let's
plenty of
do this.
resolve. We're up to 52%.
I've been sensor locked.
Okay, and Noble's been sensor locked. But she's in cover, so that's alright. I don't think they're going to reserve now they have a sensor lock on someone. So I need them to move a bit closer to us. $75 that feels like an Orion. AC-10, was that an LRM? No,
Damage
LRM-15,
minimal.
that's right. 65 tonner, that will be another Jägermech. So that arm's taking a bit of a beating now.
Yes, Commander.
So we will be covered by the ECM if we move up here, and we'll get vision on them, and we get to rotate a bit, change the direction this is coming to. But that would actually, we're putting people on the right side there, aren't we? So I actually want to do this and hope that I'm not actually giving my back up. Okay, we've got an idea of where they are. There's that awesome. That's what we want. So we vigilance. We don't have enough resolve for a
Taking
precision
the shot.
strike as well. But we can knock them over and then finish them off on the ground. Next,
I will
so
be done.
Falcon, we step up to here.
Moving to position.
Okay. We're pretty lucky there. The PPC connected with that center torso. Exposed the armor on the location. Okay, now they're firing in from the left.
Losing armor.
Yep, we are. Let's hope they sensor lock someone else next turn.
I'm receiving you.
We need to spread. Okay, so if I want the shot, I have to move up. No vigilance. A little risky. We need both of these to land to kill him.
Engaging target.
And they do. Okay.
Mech destroyed.
So they're 2 mechs
God
down.
damn, let's do this.
It's probably 8 mechs total.
They got a sensor lock on me.
And what, that was on Falcon. Okay. So Falcon is fully armoured. That's great. I'll try and take out that 75 tonner next.
I'll be right here if you need me.
Okay, someone with a PPC. And there's that Orion.
Damage is light.
That's an ace pilot. But with no damage mitigation. Okay. We've got 68 resolve.
Aye, aye.
Noble, you cannot quite make it into cover. So I think we sprint with you. And we keep the left side on for the moment. That's where the SRMs are. Okay, they do have another assault something out there. That's the awesome 8C, currently not braced at all.
Standing by.
That Orion is an easier target though. So let's vigilance. We'll move up.
Acknowledged.
Off with his head.
Engaging.
Okay, don't manage to land the headshot. Yeah, nothing hits the head in fact. Oh no, we did hit the head with an SRM. That's right, let's save the headshots for that awesome. Alright.
Reporting heavy damage.
How do they hit the right arm from over there?
I'm here.
Okay, so we've got Falcon in the LRM,
Standing
Atlas, and Hacker in the
Waiting for
Cyclops.
orders.
So Falcon, let's stand our ground. And we can pour some firepower into that Orion.
Target confirmed.
Okay, I will take knocking off
This just in.
their AC-10 and the medium laser.
Waiting for
And
order.
a Hacker in the Cyclops. I need to move you up. I think it's more important I'm covering Noble than it is anyone else.
Heading out.
And we don't have any heat at the moment, so let's pour the damage into that Orion, try and put them
Taking the shot.
into difficulties. Okay, they're armless now.
Solid connection on that one.
We can ignore that Orion for a little bit. Okay. Sensor locking Hacker, so
How's it going?
Hacker has yet to be shot. I think we're okay just to move in embrace. Reserve with the rest.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Arbiter, we can get into cover with you. Let's do it. Alright. Headshot, please. Preferably with an AC-10. You can do it.
Firing.
No such luck. Oh, okay. Enough did hit the head, though.
Enemy down.
There's our 3 assault pieces. Alright, so Falcon. So these LRMs are going to swarm in for a fair bit of damage. I think we can make sure of this in embrace. Yeah, great.
Farewell, sweet prince.
So we'll have a little bit of
Awaiting
time
orders.
whilst we're waiting for them to engage.
Copy that.
Okay, that did it go from the side? It missed, but it hit
No
back
retreat.
here. All right. So they are going to sensor lock someone, and then it will be our go.
Roger that. Standing by. They got a lock on me.
Arbiter in the Atlas, fine.
Commander?
So we are going to sprint you. There, we can't quite get you cover. So we vigilance and we sprint. And we don't even get line of sight doing this because of the trees. But next turn we will be able to walk into those trees. 95 tons. Oh, it's firing a PPC as well. That's going to be a Banshee then. Right, they missed with their PPC. That's good news. Arbiter's going to take them all on. So I need Hacker.
Moving out.
Okay, that's where the other one is. What have we got? We got 95 tons, 65, 65, 70. One of these guys is the sensor locker. I think it's this one. Oh no, he had gone, had he? It would have been the one that has gone. That's the sensor locker. Okay, Arbiter is being incredibly nimble and dodgy in that Atlas, which is good. With
I
Falcon,
live to serve.
we actually just need to brace and bleed off a load of heat back here. And with Noble,
Commander?
I need to get that, but to be honest, is it that important? Getting it now? I don't think so. Let's kill all these guys and then grab the gear. So let's vigilance, sprint up to hearsay.
Affirmative.
So that's a Banshee. We've already got a Banshee, and it's just really not that much of a threat, even if it's got someone with a breaching shot in it firing a PPC. So that Thunderbolt's got to die. What do you got? Cover and bulwark, so you got 40% damage reduction. I'm going to hope that you move. And I kind of want you to die as well. Let's see who they inevitably sensor lock. And then we'll move them into cover.
I've been sensor locked.
Okay, it's Arbiter. So we're going with Arbiter.
Standing by.
Arbiter can get into cover here.
I'm walking here.
There's that Banshee. And there's the guy who keeps sensor locking us with no damage mitigation. If I take off one medium laser, we have enough spare heat. Let's just see if we can take their head off.
Locked on target.
Nope. It's a cataphract. Okay. We're getting a little lighter armor as well now. Falcon.
Ready for orders.
From back here. Still pretty good numbers there. Firing in from the side, so we should really put the hurt on that Thunderbolt.
Locking target. I think things are going swimming.
Once I get rid of their sensor locker, I remove their ability. I remove their ability to decide who they're shooting at.
Let's do this.
Oh, that guy's running, hasn't he?
Yes, Commander.
So I'm guessing Noble. Got the Gauss rifles. Reasonable numbers to hit there. We don't have the resolve for it,
Yes,
do we?
Commander.
So let's move you first. You've got to be here. Okay.
On the move.
Shooting in from the side with everything. Should be good.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Not
Critical hit, Commander.
quite. But down they go. Alright, and
Standing by.
Noble, we can get a shot on here. 30%. 70s. Okay. I'll be right side on there. That is the worst side to be on. Let's spin round to be more left side. Here, say. Oof. That's bad news. It's got to be here.
Roger that.
And let's let this guy have an alpha
Target
strike.
confirmed.
Soften him up. Who's that Banshee shooting? Oh, hey Crickmaster. Thanks for stopping by.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
So things to do this turn. That Thunderbolt does not want. I do not want you to get up, and I would like to kill this guy.
Receiving you.
So Hacker does not have much in the way of heat left, but we don't need to fire much to drop that guy. Yeah, Crookmaster, you're right. I am indeed pretty far into my career. We've got 550 days left.
Consider me there.
Let's get a bit more resolve then by killing this guy. So the SRMs are pretty good to use. We'll take off these medium lasers because they're not very good. And then we don't overheat, so that should end you. Good stuff.
Quick, destroy.
And then we've got
I
Falcon.
await your command.
And you're going to precision strike, sorry, this guy. And we're going to have to take off a medium laser. Don't think there's any point going for the head. Soften up
Taking
that
the
centre
shot.
torso.
Hope we can salvage
Yeah,
that.
I've had a lot of things go right for me in this career, I have to say. Pretty early on, I had one of those missions where you had to hunt down a badly damaged assault mech, and it was a stalker. And then there was a flashpoint where she also had a badly damaged assault mech in it, which was another stalker. So even being on 5 pieces of salvage, I was able to put together a stalker almost before I had too many heavy mechs. And that has been like the MVP for me up till now, where I've just been headshotting atlases and buying them in the market. It's gone pretty well for me. You've got a lot of evasion, and you don't. Can I punch you to
receiving
death? Quite possibly. Let's vigilance before we step in. That's my right arm, so if I can go left side on like that,
I'm
that's
going.
better for me.
Put my weight into it.
Okay. Hit the arm, which isn't really what I wanted, but we do bleed off the heat.
Aye, aye.
And Noble can shift around to here. Again, got to be the left side on. Not great numbers.
Taking the shot.
Okay. As you can see, it's better to be lucky than good sometimes.
That's a kill.
Well, that just leaves them the one Banshee.
No retreat.
Alright, so if... no damage reduction.
Waiting for orders.
So if I spin Arbiter around... hand precision strike. We overheat if we fire everything, so take off one of the both the SRMs.
Acknowledge.
No joys with the headshots this time.
Commander?
So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll turn off this PPC, see if we can unsteady this guy. Yep, they're not entrenched.
How's it going?
Hacker can just shoot some SRMs.
Firing.
I really like the game. I've been a long time Battletech fan, or Battletech fan, sorry. Reading the books when I was a teenager, playing the tabletop game, playing the role-playing game, and the MechWarrior series of games as well. I played that a lot with my friends.
Commander?
Like I played the hell out of MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries when that came out, and this is it's pretty good. But it's not perfect. There is definitely some things that they could do better.
Affirmative.
The flashpoints were a really good start. I think they've definitely improved career mode a lot. I'm looking forward to the heavy metal DLC. I don't know if you've seen the kind of the trailer for that. That's got some of my favourite mechs from the lore. There'll be more flashpoints, and those flashpoints are almost going to be what they
Come on,
could
people,
have done
let's make
with
it happen.
the campaign that came with the first game. So.
Yes, Commander.
That's probably going to drop when I still have several hundred days left in this career. So on the one hand, it's going to be slightly annoying that I'm going to have to collect a whole load of new mechs, but on the other hand, it's also going to be quite cool.
I'm
right.
ready.
So this doesn't take forever and a day. I'm going to start running him to this recovery zone.
Affirmative.
And
I'm here.
Falcon back here. We'll just keep piling weapons into this Banshee.
Rat.
Now they're entrenched. So we're not going to knock them down. And they've really got that damage reduction.
Orders?
I think we're probably just better off bracing here.
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Let's let them have a go. We can take him out next turn. Okay.
Taking minimal damage.
Yeah, still plenty of armor. I don't know why I was wincing there.
Thy will be done.
And we've got enough heat to fire this now.
Affirmative.
Okay, they're not entrenched anymore. Why are they not entrenched?
I like that shot.
I feel like maybe they're not. They're a Lancer. So that means they've got like level 8 marksmanship. I have to say I've not run into any unwinnable missions yet. There's definitely some where the reinforcements appear in a really awkward place and you take a little bit more damage than you'd like.
Receiving you.
But unless you're going in on like a 5-skull mission with really bad mechs,
Let's go.
you know, things are okay. I might eat my words. I've got the Braying of the Hounds flashpoint to do. That's all in a lunar biome, and that's going to be
Yes,
nasty.
Commander.
All right. Die. Okay, not the way I wanted you to die, but you died.
Tango down.
And you're an ace pilot. You can start walking over that way.
Spaniel.
We have the secondary asset, Commander.
Great.
Bring it home.
And now Noble can just start sprinting up that way. Arbiter 2. Everyone, sprint, sprint, sprint.
Onward.
Oh, there's a road here. Let's get on that road.
On it. I live to serve.
We can get... no, we can't get down there. We've got to go this way.
Rolling.
Moving out.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I have had a horrible convoy one. It did actually end one of my careers, where I had fairly slow mechs. It was my starting lance, more or less. And the starting lance had an urban mech and a blackjack in it, and
On my way.
the convoy was on a road up a cliff, and it had an LRM carrier in it. And the LRM carrier just merrily pelted me with 60 LRMs a turn whilst running away. And we took a lot of damage there and couldn't recover to not go bankrupt. That's on my YouTube channel if you want to see me fail a career
Acknowledge.
pretty early on. But that was winnable. I've had that
Order
same
confirmed.
mission before, and doing it, handling it differently. Have I boxed myself in here? I have. Okay.
Confirmed.
Handling it differently, I can do that. The thing was just to ignore the mechs, run round to where the convoy was going to be, squish the convoy, and then go back for the
Copy that.
mechs. And one time I just ran for the evac point after killing the convoy because there were loads of reinforcements, and the other time I had the firepower to take them out. That should be everything,
I'm
right?
gonna sit tight.
We have the
Yep,
asset.
there we go. So, that was a lot better than the last one. No damage, plenty of experience, no pilot injuries, and we got pieces of an assault mech we need. So, that's good. The only thing that's bad is we've killed our rep with the Free Worlds League, and we need to get that up for the career score. Cool, so I need 2 of these. I can make another cataphract, but I don't think there's much point. That's good LRMs. A good medium laser. And a rangefinder. So I really rate the plus 10 damage medium lasers. Stick them on a Black Knight, and they are really good at headhunting. And then, yeah, if you're using LRMs, you kind of want the stability damage, and the plus crit can sometimes be useful because lots of mechs have ammo in the center torso. There we go. I've not tried Rotate. I've not actually tried any mods. I wanted to run through an entire career mode, which I've not done yet. Once I've done that, I think I'm going to play with modded tech. So hopefully the heavy metal release will come out during my career, so I can play the flashpoints during the career. Yeah, I have seen Edmund play Rotec. I've watched a few of Edmund's vids. I've watched his 4 Lights campaign vids and Rotec, and it does look pretty challenging. You don't have... you've got 5 energy hard points and some missile ones. You're not bad, but... maybe I do want you, actually. Maybe I want to get rid of the Black Knight. Oh, which Black Knight? which is the Black Knight I want to get rid of. I'm going to have to do it from the main thing. We'll send the Awesome to storage. I think I'm going to replace one of the Black Knights with an Awesome. Yeah, well, there's no harm in trying something, finding it's really tough, and then practicing a bit more before you go back to it. There's no shame or anything in that at all. I've not tried it, so I genuinely don't know how tough it is to play, but I'm definitely going to consider it, especially as the Heavy Metal DLC is going to bring more official mod support into the game, and that's going to make mods like Roadtech or 3025 Extended Edition more attractive. Alright, so that's where I'm going to have to wrap up for today. I've got to get back to work, sadly. We've got a pretty good stable of mechs, and I'm thinking of pulling this one with the large lasers and replacing it with the Awesome. And be another headshot mech, but we'll see. Thanks for stopping by, Crickmeister. If you want to go back and have a look at some of the vids, most of the stuff's on my YouTube channel. If you want to see how I got where I am, there's some fun videos there. I've just got to keep plugging my way through this career, make a lot more money than I've made to date, do some contracts, get the rest of the assault mechs, and I'll be there. But if you've been watching, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Until then.